In the heart of Europe's iron discipline and precision, there once lived war horses that embodied the German spirit. Proud, steadfast, and fiercely loyal. From the frozen fields of East Prussia to the fertile plains of the Rhineland, they pulled cannons, carried officers, and stood unshaken amid the firestorms of 2 world wars. Many bloodlines vanished with time, yet a few survived, living reminders that strength and honor are never truly buried in history. Number 1. Trakehner. In the snow-covered lands of East Prussia, King Friedrich Wilhelm I founded the Trakehner state stud in 1732, driven by one vision: to create the perfect warhorse for the Prussian army. By crossing hardy local mares with English thoroughbreds and purebred Arabians, the Trakehner was born. Elegant, powerful, and fiercely loyal. Standing 16 to 17 hands high, 64 to 68 inches, and weighing around 1,200 to 1,300 pounds, the Trakehner embodied the German spirit, discipline, endurance, and precision. During the 18th and 19th centuries, it was the pride of the Prussian cavalry, a warhorse for officers, pulling artillery, and carrying dispatches across the chaos of battle. But in the winter of 1945, as the Red Army swept into East Prussia, tens of thousands of people and horses fled across the frozen Baltic Sea in -20 degrees Celsius temperatures. The Trakehner trek became one of history's greatest equine tragedies. Of more than 25,000 horses, only about 1,000 survived. Those few survivors rebuilt the breed in West Germany, carrying with them the spirit of a civilization that no longer exists. Today, the Trakehner remains Germany's oldest pure warm-blood breed, a living symbol of loyalty, endurance, and survival. Yet far to the north, another ancient German horse was born, one raised by monks, bred to carry armored knights into battle. Number 2. Holsteiner, Holstein horse. Across the windswept plains of Schleswig-Holstein, the Holsteiner, a breed over 700 years old, was born from the hands of Uterson monks in the 13th century to serve the Teutonic Knights. One of Europe's oldest horse breeds, it carries both sacred and martial bloodlines. Standing 16 to 17 hands high, 64 to 68 inches, and weighing around 1,300 to 1,500 pounds. The Holsteiner's deep chest, muscular frame, and proud, statue-like movement made it a living symbol of German discipline and honor. Upon its back, armored knights once rode through mud and fire, their banners marked with faith and steel. By the 19th century, the Holsteiner continued to serve the Prussian and Imperial German armies, pulling light artillery and command carriages during World War I. After the war, the breed was refined with thoroughbred blood to increase agility, paving the way for the modern Holsteiner, a global star in Olympic show jumping and dressage. Though it now shines in the sporting arena, the blood of the knight still runs through its veins, calm, precise, and dignified. Yet if the Holsteiner once represented nobility and triumph, the next German breed tells a different story, of the silent giants of the north, war horses that didn't charge into battle, but carried the weight of war upon their backs. Number 3. Schleswiger Kaltblut, Schleswig draft horse. In the misty, wind-swept north of Germany, the Schleswiger Kaltblut, or Schleswig draft horse, emerged as a symbol of quiet strength. It never charged into battle. Instead, it pulled cannons, supply wagons, and ammunition through mud, snow, and ice, in places where no machine could survive. Developed in the 19th century by crossing local northern horses with England's Suffolk punch, it became a breed of immense power, calm temperament, and unshakable loyalty. Standing 15 to 16 hands high, 60 to 64 inches, and weighing 1,600 to 1,800 pounds. The Schleswiger's solid frame, thick legs, and tremendous pulling power made it indispensable. During World Wars I and II, they were known as Die sanften Riesen, the gentle giants, tirelessly hauling artillery through snow and shell fire, sustaining entire front lines. After the wars, tractors replaced horses, and the Schleswiger nearly vanished. At one point, only a few hundred remained. Thanks to the Schleswig-Holstein Breeding Association, the bloodline was saved, preserving this living symbol of endurance, perseverance, and loyalty. But farther west, another German breed once served as the empire's true heavy artillery engine, and its story echoes even louder through history. Number 4. Rheinisch-Deutsches Kaltblut, Rheinisch-German cold blood. In the Rhineland of Western Germany, once a heartland of industry and military power, arose a colossal breed known as the Rheinisch-Deutsches Kaltblut, or Rheinisch-German cold blood. Developed in the late 19th century, when the German Empire demanded immense horsepower for its heavy artillery, it was bred from powerful Belgian and German draft lines to produce a horse of unmatched endurance, composure, and sheer strength. Standing 16 to 17 hands high, 64 to 68 inches, and weighing up to 1,800 to 2,000 pounds, the Rheinisch was a mountain of muscle with a broad chest, thick neck, and iron-like legs. During World Wars I and II, thousands served on the front lines, hauling artillery, supply wagons, and ammunition, the Army's tireless, living machines. Despite their size, they were calm and intelligent, known to stay steady even amid explosions, earning the soldiers' respect as flesh and blood comrades. After 1945, tractors replaced horses, and the breed nearly vanished. Thanks to the Rhineland Horse Preservation Society, it survived, a living emblem of labor, endurance, and German heritage. Today, pairs of Rheinisch horses still parade through traditional festivals, reminding us of a time when the strength of a nation was measured not in engines, but in muscle and loyalty. Yet before the age of machines, northern Germany had once bred a more aristocratic horse, one born to pull royal carriages and war chariots, before fading quietly into history. Number 5. Alt-Oldenburger, Ostfriesisches Pferd. In northern Germany, across the fertile lands of Oldenburg and East Prussia, Ostfriesland, there once existed a noble breed with regal grace, the Alt-Oldenburger, or Ostfriesisches Pferd. Emerging in the 17th century, these horses were bred for war chariots and ceremonial carriages of the Counts of Oldenburg, representing authority, elegance, and the classic beauty of Germany's past. Standing 16 to 17 hands high, 64 to 68 inches, and weighing around 1,400 to 1,600 pounds, the Alt-Oldenburger carried a high-arched neck, thick mane, broad chest, and a dignified gait, as if aware they were born to serve nobility. By the 18th and 19th centuries, they appeared in Prussian ceremonial units and military escorts, pulling command carriages and parade wagons across Europe. Their blend of strength and grace made them a symbol of authority and order during the Empire's Golden Age. But with the end of war and the dawn of mechanization, the breed was absorbed into the modern Oldenburg sport horse, and the pure Alt-Oldenburger nearly vanished. Only a few small farms in Lower Saxony continue to quietly preserve this ancient bloodline, the last guardians of a bygone era. Today, in a mechanized world, the Alt-Oldenburger reminds us that not every legacy is measured in speed or power, but in dignity, memory, and spirit that outlasts the ages. For as the hoofbeats of Germany's war horses fade into history, what endures is not their sound, but their heart, still beating in every step of their living descendants today.